Welcome back, everybody. It's Saturday out here at the Lazy T, and we're fixing to get going. I'm done with cabin 2 for right now, so we're moving back to cabin 1. I want to finish a lot of the interior siding if I can today. A couple little obstacles we've got to overcome. We got to figure that out. But first things first, I have to get the boards prepped and ready to be hung on the cabin down there. So that means cutting them to length, planing it, as well as cutting our shiplap grooves in it. So we're gonna do that all up here by the mill area, and I kind of have things set up right now. So let me show you what I got going on. First of all, I've already selected out some boards I'm gonna use here. These are 10 footers, and this pile here is 8-inch boards, and this pile here, these 3 are 6-inch boards. It's all one by material, so that's what I'm using for that interior siding. So first thing I do, I want to cut them down to length. So because these are going on the side, my side measurement is 98 inches. So I've got to cut these down from 10 feet to 98 inches. It's at that point I will take the boards and put them through the planer. Now, this works out great here. I usually, I'll screw that planer down to that pallet, because at times it does kind of, because some of the boards are cupped a little bit, the way the planer's designed, it kind of sticks a little bit in places, and I have to kind of shove it through. But that's, you know, minimal effort with that. So I will plane it. It will then return back to this pile over here, at which point I will route out those shiplap grooves, those dados. So yeah, that's the process I've got here. At that point, I will load them onto the log arch. You've seen that used a couple times for me to move my lumber, and that's how we're going to do it. We'll get it down there, we'll fire up the air compressor, and then we'll start nailing stuff onto the cabin. It's at that point we're going to move on to the back of the cabin, which is where I need to figure some things out before I really it's just a nailing portion of it. I've got to put a nailer somewhere. I'll show you and explain it to you. But let's get going on this part here. Well, let me just tell you that what you'll see me do over here first, I make a clean square cut on the far end. I then measure down this way 98 inches, and that's where I make the final cut for distance on those boards. It usually takes about 2 passes to get it kind of down to the thickness that I found, and it's worked out really well. So that's that. It just creates a lot of debris on the other side. Well, coming towards the end of the day here, I just wanted to catch you up. I kind of got rolling and didn't have really a chance to slow down and do any filming here. Got this side is finished. Both corners on both sides are done, and the front is now closed in to where it needs to be. So that is. And again, you're not going to see any of this. This is all the inside layer. And yeah, everything went great. No issues. May have some color on that side of the cabin. Can't show you that yet. Boss says, not yet. So, not yet. So tomorrow, looking like I'm going to go full steam on the back. I was just thinking it was actually kind of nice blowing out the sawdust and everything with the blower out the back of the cabin, but I think after tomorrow I won't be able to do that. So yeah, but good day. Got quite a bit done. This was just a lot of little pieces, and I had to match the bottom with the top so that everything ended up with this last board here on this side. Yeah, so it all worked out well. All right, guys, it's just after 6 o'clock here as I'm looking at my watch and my phone here. So it was a good day, but I'm whooped. I got to tell you, it was up and down those hills. I got my router that's at the top of the hill I had to bring down back and forth, and my circular saw was here and there, and it was really back and forth and back and forth. So I definitely got my steps in today. Probably burned a few LBs, and yeah, all was well though. So that's it for today. That's it for today, guys. I'm struggling. But it looks great. We're super happy with it. The boss was down here, like I said, putting some color on a cabin, getting some ideas about what's going to go with what, and it's looking great. I'm pretty excited. So hey, listen, guys, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you on the next one.